Welcome to Mediocre Gay, the podcast, with David Ian and Kate Dale.
The show that plumbs the depths of mediocrity, celebrates the ordinary, and enjoys the everyday.
Hi everyone, welcome to Mediocre Gay, the podcast. I'm David Ian.
And I'm Kate Dale.
This week I am obsessed with cereal.
Cereal, the podcast?
No, actually, I did go back and listen to that because admin got freed. That's a completely different story. No, actual cereal. I have been eating it dry out of the box. That is about as mediocre as you can get, isn't it? I'm going through a lot of it. My main issue at the moment is, so I bought this box of Crunchy Nut and it said 30 portions on it.
30?
Yeah, it was a massive box.
Oh.
And it's not like they lie.
Is this a trade descriptions, advertising standards complaint?
Well, I can't really tell you how many portions because... So I got 4 bowls out of it, but then I also sat and ate it directly out of the box. So I got 4 bowls of milk and ate it directly out of the box, and it lasted 2 days. I don't think that's anywhere near 30 portions.
You see, the way you talk about that, it makes me feel like you got 4 bowls out and pretended that you had 3 guests, but you just played each one of those guests.
No.
I'm slightly concerned, David. Do we need to be staging an intervention?
No, I just love Crunchy Nut cornflakes.
Is it Crunchy Nut specifically or all
Yeah,
cereal?
no, only Crunchy Nut.
Avoid Old Van, I would say. It's not good.
I like just Crunchy Nut. Do you know what? I tried like a Morrison's own Crunchy Nut and it was awful. So it has to be like the real stuff, which is why I bought a box of 30, like a 30 portion. I think it was like a kilogram box or something because it was cheaper to buy it like that because it's super expensive anyway. And then it just went in like 2 days. So it's a fucking lie, isn't it? I didn't expect to get quite so excited about that. Okay, hey.
Okay, well, I mean, I think you really have brought a new level of mediocrity to Mediocre Gay, so thank you very much for that.
Let's bring in a person.
And so today's guest is the very funny, very hilarious, very intelligent and clever Merry Martyn, stand-up comedian on the London circuit at the moment.
Hello, hi. Thanks for having me.
Oh, I'll just clap alone.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. No, don't need to clap. It's all right. Hello, hi.
How are you doing?
Yeah, good. I'm doing good. Just coffeeed up, which is great. I was at a joint 30th last night. But I made it here.
So a 60th.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Nice.
They should have celebrated it that way. Straights, actually, they were an engaged couple. But it was still good.
Oh, Mary, I'm so sorry.
It sounded great until
No,
then.
it's all right. No, they were great fun. We played bingo. Have you ever done that before, like adult bingo?
So when you say adult bingo...
Is that
It's a
strip
thing.
bingo?
No.
I know.
Like-
I always used to think in the supermarkets there used to be a thing that said adult snacks, and it always made me think of
Nude
going to be
snacks.
Cheerios in the shape of genitalia.
Adult bingo. Do you just mean you play... Like, bingo's not played by kids, so surely all bingo is
Yeah, true.
adult bingo.
But it's like alcohol fueled and like they give away stuff like...
Do you mean like, what is that, bongos bingo, like that?
Yeah. Well, this was called R and Blingo because there was like R&B music playing in the background. It was great. Like you could win like...
You went somewhere and did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
Like you can go to like Clapham Grand.
Yeah.
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 It was
Yes, I
fun.
have done that. Actually, at Mighty Hoopla Weekender, that's what
Oh, yeah.
we did that. Did you go and do that? Oh, no, you didn't.
And I didn't go to that. During lockdown, I did music bingo, and everyone in there. So you've got this weird insight, as we all did during lockdown, into other people's houses. But I absolutely mortified myself because you had to dance to the track. We didn't have to, but I did.
But you did, obviously.
And was dancing so enthusiastically to Dancing Queen because I'm a cliche. That I managed to call bingo without meaning to call bingo or press
God.
bingo or something. So the whole of the country was like, "Oh, we've got a winner in London, Kate Dale."
Oh, no.
And I'd say, "No, it's a mistake." And it took me a while to realise because I was,
Busy dancing.
feeling the heat of the tambourine. Oh, yeah.
Living your life.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
I know.
I mean, I actually just love normal bingo. I really enjoy bingo.
You've
got a
been to
dabber?
like plain bingo?
Yeah. When I lived in Scotland, there's a lot of bingo in Scotland and also gays.
Oh, really?
Gays in Scotland play bingo.
Oh, didn't know that.
I think probably lots of gays everywhere play bingo, probably more outside.
Is
of
there not
London.
something to do with that sort of Venn diagram of gays and women of a
And
certain age,
women.
gay men and women of a
Yeah,
certain
I
age?
guess. Yeah, I do have a dabber, actually. I don't think I've got it anymore, but I had a couple of dabbers, yeah.
Wow.
But my main thing is I don't want to win because I don't want to have to shout bingo because I
Yeah.
don't trust myself that I've
Yeah,
got it
yes,
right.
yeah.
So I'm just there for the shits and giggles. Why am I swearing so much today?
Don't know. You
What's happening?
I don't know. Yeah. How
Good.
are you doing this morning? You too well?
Oof.
Well, David seems to be in a very strange
David's got
cereal
a potty
eating
mouth.
place.
Hidden
We
anger.
might have to give David some time out.
Okay.
Yeah, we're great. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Wonderful. let's get on with this thing. Tell us what mediocre means to you.
Okay, yeah, I was having a think about this. To me, mediocre means when like something like technically passes a criteria, but at like the bare minimum. Like, say if you're eating a really bad cake, it's like, well, it doesn't taste good, but technically it's still a cake because, it has all the ingredients. It was made in a correct way. So it's just like barely a pass for a cake. Like it's serviceable cake, but it's not good
anything
cake.
sadder than passable cake?
Yeah, exactly. Or like a dry brownie. Like it's technically it's a brownie. Like it's not bad.
You can't really enjoy it, can you?
No.
If it's not gooey, it's not a brownie.
And also you had all the promise of it being amazing.
Yeah, broken hopes. That's what I would call mediocrity.
Broken hopes and false promises.
Oh, no.
That's my autobiography.
I was going to say country album. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to reinvent myself as a country star just
All right.
to record that.
Do it.
Talk about dry brownies.
You haven't got any time or skill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
But
friends.
yeah.
That's irrelevant, though.
I need someone to buy it. Anyway, Mary, back to you.
Yeah. I would call that.
That strikes me as a pretty good, depressing, though. I'm just now obsessed with why bother eating. Life is too short for rubbish cake, isn't it?
Yeah,
Just
right.
ditch the cake.
Yeah.
So maybe there's something in that, trying to extrapolate this out into something more meaningful than cake, if there is such a thing, of we should have the confidence and self-respect to ditch the dry cake.
Yeah,
to me,
you're right.
Say, I deserve better.
Oh, we deserve
Yeah.
amazing cake.
Yeah.
We deserve gooey brownies, guys. We
Yeah.
deserve such
David
a
does it,
cake.
not this morning.
Well, do you know what? David actually prefers a dry brownie to a gooey brownie.
What?
I know, David's weird. My favourite cake is birthday cake.
Really?
Yeah, and I very seldom ever get bought birthday cake because no one loves me.
Well, once a year only, presumably.
Not generally. I can't remember the last time I had a birthday cake.
So when you say birthday cake, you mean do you mean a Colin the Caterpillar? No, you don't like chocolate cake, do you?
Not massively, no. Like a sponge cake with like royal icing on. Is it royal icing?
The plainest of cakes.
The plainest of cakes.
Like a Victoria sponge.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Wow, you really are mediocre.
I am mediocre.
Yeah.
What
What about the rainbow cakes?
I'm not doing this for all the money and fame that it's for
Living
me.
your most average life. Well done, David.
Yeah, it's all about expectations, I think.
Yeah, right, nice. Holding it.
You see, I'm now going to try and do a really nerdy segue, which is just going to show how long it is since I did maths, because see, I'm going to averages, means, medians.
Love it.
Mary, you're doing a PhD in something statistically datary mathematical.
I am, indeed. Well remembered. Yeah, I'm doing it in medical statistics. So it's looking at clinical trial data sets and trying to make sense of the data. So yeah, that's fun.
Follow-up question, David.
Yeah, let's talk about let's talk about mean, medians, and modes, and what's the difference between all three and when to use them.
This
Turn us
feels
into a
like
fun
a
lesson.
comedy cul-de-sac. We'll just back out of that one. I'm sure that's really exciting.
What would you believe when I say it's not?
Yes.
Would you?
I mean, the closest I promise, I did do double maths at A level.
Oh, really?
Oh my God! Did you see that surprise?
I didn't even do double
Oh my
maths
God!
at
I am
A-level.
not as stupid as I look.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I struggled with it, so yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
Thanks
No, I'm
for so
doing
much
that.
surprise.
It's so I'm towards the end of my PhD and I'm very disillusioned with it and I want it all over and done with. So I feel like people ask me about it, expecting some really like insightful take on what maths means to the universe, and I'm just like, I don't care anymore. I just want it over and done. I'm doing the bare minimum I want to pass now.
Yeah,
I'm
so
very
you're going to be a mediocre PhD.
But with
but
name
still technically
Dr. Merry Martyn, which is a pretty fucking hot name.
Yeah. Doc Martin, thank you very much.
Oh my God, is that the only reason why you've done this? It's a life choice.
I don't want to confirm or deny.
I mean, you could have just changed it by deed poll.
I know. That'd have been so much easier, so much quicker. But yeah, I actually bought Doc Martens on my first day as a PhD student to be like, I'm going to wear these when I get my graduate. But now it's like 5 years later and my Doc Martens are now falling apart. So I feel like that's going to be very symbolic.
When you complete it, are you going to get new ones?
But I think I only want to replace them like once I've passed the graduation stage.
Oh.
And when they're probably falling apart on my feet, but very representative of how my life's gone in those 5-6 years, whenever it'll be done.
That's like sport fans who, when their team's been in a tournament and winning, they won't shave their beard until it's... Ice hockey fans do that.
I'm nodding. I've got no idea. Sport. I've got no friggin' idea.
Yeah, go ball.
Yeah.
Whatever they do.
So what do you love that other people think is mediocre?
Okay, what I really, really love multitasking, but in ways that are meaningful to me. Like, I was having to think about it. One of my favourite things to do, or favourite highlights of my day, is when I'm able to like brush my teeth in the shower, because I'm multitasking. It's going great, and I'm just thinking about like, wow, I'm spending 2 minutes in the shower. I'm saving 2 minutes of my day, 4 minutes of my day, and then incrementally over a long period of time. Can you think about the cumulative time I've saved myself over the course of my lifetime? I've gained months.
David can use his double maths to work it out. So by the end of this, if you could have the number over a lifetime of 60 years, so that's a bit short.
4 minutes a day?
96 years.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why did you say 4 minutes? Are you brushing your teeth for 4 minutes at a time?
No, 2 minutes a time, twice a day.
So you have a shower in the
Oh, no,
evening
you're
as
right.
well?
No, I don't.
So there's already a flaw
You're right.
in this statistical plan.
Oh, yeah. So 2 minutes a day.
So, look, I'm a bit confused.
Yeah.
So the time... Right, here we go.
Yeah.
So you're showering.
I'm showering.
When I get in the shower, I wash myself.
Yeah.
And then I rinse it off and then I leave the shower.
Uh-huh.
So I don't have 2 minutes spare. When I brush my teeth, that takes 2 minutes. And it would take the same amount of time inside the shower, outside the shower. The difference of doing it inside the shower is I'd be paying for all that hot water, cost of living crisis, helping Putin invading Ukraine, connect the dots.
Right.
How are you saving the time? Like, what sort of time-space continuum have you fallen into where you're saving 2 minutes?
You're missing the therapeutic benefits of water.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I completely get that, but you sold it with you were saving time.
I am, because...
If you just said it was pleasurable, I'd be fine.
I mean, no, but I feel like I would just be standing in the shower anyway, trying to procrastinate getting out the shower, because being under a shower is just way better than any other mode of living.
Do you know what that makes me realise is that being under a shower is my favourite thing on earth to do, and I don't let myself do it.
You're
because,
so bothered about the gas meter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's how I was brought up. Like, my dad's always like you get 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes in the shower, and then you get out.
Wow, that's enough time to brush your teeth, David.
True.
It is.
But if I was only in the shower for 3 minutes, that would only leave me with 1 minute to wash myself. So,
Well, I guess if you're good enough, you could have one hand on a toothbrush, the rest lather in your body.
You really are talking about multitasking. Right?
And then if you wanted to add an extra layer, if you also peed in the shower
I was
as well.
going to ask, are we going to go into the peeing territory?
Triple multitasking. That's like an added layer.
Very good for the
So
environment.
you're washing yourself with one hand, brushing your teeth with the other, and peeing.
But
how much time am I saving? So
need
much.
hands to pee.
That doesn't require effort to pee. Really.
The absence of effort, really. It's literally letting go.
Yeah.
I feel ill-equipped to talk about any of this. Like, I don't really know what to say.
Are you wondering if this is a fever dream?
I'm just saying I'm getting months of my life back. At like 96, I'll be having a whole 5 months being like, wow, look, what can I do with these 5 months of my life?
Probably nothing at 96. I mean, Angela Lansbury was 96. Do you think she got there by peeing in the shower?
We don't know, do we?
don't know.
Maybe she did.
Dame Angela Lansbury to you.
Dame Angela Lansbury.
Are you against peeing in the shower?
I don't know that I have a stance on it. I don't know if I've ever thought
You need to
about
have the right stance if you are going to pee in the shower.
Okay, I feel like I'm going to say something highly embarrassing. I'm going to show you how ignorant I am now.
Okay.
I've always wondered, I don't know if I want to say this. If you pee in the shower, when it's hot, like obviously it's hot water.
Yeah.
Like what? Oh God, I've got backed myself into a corner. We're going to edit this out because what about the ammonia in your wee? Doesn't it all then get into the air and then you breathe it in and it's bad for you?
I mean,
bad? Is it bad? Like you can drink your own pee. It's sterile.
I mean, but I don't.
No, but
I think
like what multitasking? You've had the water removed. No.
But it washes away really quickly. You're not
because you're literally washing yourself anyway. So
it just drains away straight away. It doesn't have time to distill or whatever it is. I don't know the scientific words here.
If you were a guest at my house, would you pee in the shower?
No, I wouldn't.
When I'm in your house, I just
Only
pee whether or not I'm having a shower. I stand say no toilet. I just choose to.
I can believe it. That's why I will not have you round anymore.
Actually, no, I haven't told my housemates that I pee in the shower. I don't know how they feel about it. I guess we're going to find out.
They are going to find out. Wow, okay.
It's better for the environment, less water.
It is. See, there we go. You were saying I was funding Putin by wasting energy, but then I'm balancing it out by saving water.
Yeah, but Putin's got nothing to do with the water, though, has he?
No, but
so
global warming and
my point
stuff.
about Ukraine still stands.
But I'm saving water.
I mean, fine.
Saving the fishies.
Okay, is that the only multitasking? I mean, I don't know if
What
this
else
is
do I do?
mediocre or just weird.
Oh no! Actually, to be fair, when I put I've got a very fancy coffee machine in my flat. When my mug is filling up with coffee, that's when I also do stuff like I cut up the veggies for my pet lizard. I have to feed him butternut squash, so I do that, and then so like that's like a little routine that I have.
I thought lizards ate insects.
They do, but the diet that my bearded dragon has, he eats live food once a week. So the rest of the week he eats like butternut squash and veggies and stuff. So that's like
He's a
going on.
flexitarian.
He's on like a 5-2
is.
diet or something
He
like that.
is, yeah. It's very, very convenient.
What's your lizard? What bearded dragon?
Bearded dragon, yeah, he's called Fluffy. Yeah, he's very sweet. I mean, he's very grumpy as well, actually, and he just stares at me a lot. But I like.
Is that
having him
because he
around.
wants live food more than once a week?
It's sounding more and more
Maybe.
like David, to be honest.
Yeah.
Cute but grumpy. Wants live food more than once a week.
Yeah.
I just heard that you called me cute, so I will take that.
Yeah, no, actually, most of the time he just glares at me. I remember when we
Just
were.
like David.
Yeah. I remember like in lockdown when I had him and I was like doing yoga in my room. He would just like, that was the only time I felt like he took interest in the fact that there was another moving body in the same space as him. And he would just stare at me while I was like moving around. I felt like he was judging me for like trying to do yoga. Fair enough, I was doing it very badly.
Yeah, but maybe he just really enjoyed it.
But I felt like his expression was that, well, he doesn't really have many expressions, but what I got was that he was just like
slowly
judging
at
me. And then I'd
and that's how I
stop
knew.
and then he'd go back to like staring at, I don't know, the log or something.
Quite good with the outstretched hands. I'm thinking of yoga positions, aren't you? Because you're supposed to stretch your hand and never
Yeah,
mind.
like downward dog and that.
Yeah, kind of.
flex
Yeah,
your
there must be a dragon pose. There must be.
Yeah, maybe I didn't get that advanced.
How, like, does he come out and play?
Not often. So I've got a little pop-out pen that I like let him run around in. So the other thing is that my bedroom's carpeted, so like, I can't really let him roam free in my bedroom because if he poos, then it's like, deposit is at risk. So I've got a pop-out pen for when I want to let him run around in the lounge room.
Pop him in the shower.
Yeah. Actually, no, I bathe him. I bathe him in the bath.
While you're having a shower.
No.
Do your flatmates know this as well?
Yeah, they do. Actually, one of them, so I live with 4 others. One of them is not a massive fan of Fluffy at all. So just prefers not to be around when he's out. But the other ones are happy for him to like just run around the lounge room and stuff. And like sometimes when I'm watching telly, I also sort of have him on me. Yeah, it's cute. He's cute.
How big is he? How big are they?
Pretty bad. Like
They're quite big, aren't they?
They're
They're
big,
not
and
like-
even him, he's pretty big for a bearded dragon. I think the average weight is like 490 to 520 grams or something like that, and he's like in the 700s.
What?
Yeah, I know. I took him to the vet, and they were like, he's pretty big for a bearded dragon. And they even said like, I had a feeling he was quite a dumb bearded dragon, but they were like, for a bearded dragon of his size, we would expect a larger cranial bulge.
Oh,
He's got,
dear.
yeah, I know. I've got a big dumb O for the bearded dragon.
Poor Fluffy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a bit dim, but it's useful sometimes because it means because you need to have very specific temperatures in the vivarium, and it means I can just leave a glass panel door like wide open, and he still like goes to the glassed portion of the vivarium like I want to be let out, even though he could totally go to the open bit, but he just doesn't realise. So it's like dogs when like sometimes they like wait outside like of a glass door, and they're just like let me in, and you have to act as if you're opening the door to be let in. He does that.
So my dog, when she got dementia, one of the signs of them getting dementia is that they go and wait at the wrong side of the door. So even though they've been going to the door for like at that point like 12 years, like they wait at the wrong side of the door because they can't process. But what I don't really understand about that is how they consistently to the wrong side of the door. But it's the same thing, and then you have to like pick her up and move her to the side of the. It's really.
I didn't even know that dogs got dementia. I mean, I guess they would do.
She had dementia for like 4.5 years.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Did she like forget people as well?
Oh yeah, like sometimes it's really hard to explain, but sometimes you could just tell when she was looking at me, she had no idea who she was, who I was. Yeah, it was really traumatic.
That's heartbreaking.
This is really lighthearted. Yeah, it was really awful.
Wow.
But like the good news is, they can live with it for years, and she for a lot of it she was still like herself. So, but yeah, like because she was very very old. It's only really obviously if they get old like humans.
Yeah.
She lived to 16 and a half. So
Wow.
I'm a really good dad, just putting that out there. So she like towards the end, she got that and it got progressively worse. But anyway, that's the same thing. Like
Yes.
with the door, and you're like, oh, come on.
Wow.
So yeah, there you go.
Wow.
I think we're going to have to put out a picture of Fluffy
Yes.
With his
I'll
dog.
send him pictures. I like to put him in little hats as well.
We'll put it on. Oh
So-
my
Oh.
God.
He's got 3 different hats at the moment. He's got an elf hat, he's got like a pink cowboy hat, and he's also got a top hat.
a top hat.
a top
my
hat.
God. Oh,
a
please
top
get him a
hat.
cane as well. I now want to tap dance.
Oh, actually, maybe I should. Yeah, I
Yeah.
should.
I think I've heard his
Get
hair,
one.
Fluffy.
Yeah, and
I've
I've
got.
also got like a harness for him, like especially when like he walks around, and I don't want to lose him.
Oh my God,
It's
my
got
brain went
wings
to a
on it.
totally different
I
place.
know
when
it
you
did.
said
I could
harness.
feel
I was
you do
like,
that.
Oh right! Oh gosh! Stop being such a stereotype,
I'm sorry.
David. I don't sexually exploit my bearded dragon, okay? I just exploit him for the Instagram likes. That's all.
Yeah, no, I love
Just,
that.
You know.
Well, we'll put a
do it.
photo up
Yeah.
on
Does he do a Christmas
Instagram
hat?
with it.
The elf hat, yeah, I get the elf
Oh,
hat.
yeah, of course. Yeah, and Halloween.
Oh, I need to get him a Halloween costume.
Oh, Easter Bunny ears. Have you-
Oh.
I think you should teach him to play the piano. So, well, no, listen,
Okay.
listen. There's an episode
stretch.
of Golden Girls. God, this series is
Wow.
just like me obsessed with Golden Girls. There's an episode of Golden Girls
Right.
where Rose has a chicken that plays the piano
What?
with its beak.
How?
Oh, with its beak. I was thinking it was like running around
yeah,
up and down on the
yeah,
piano.
She puts it in a little pen and it's got like this little piano and it like plays
Oh
piano.
my
So
God.
if you could teach it to play piano, I'd be fully on board.
Wow, okay, you know what? I'll give it a go just for you, David.
I think of all the people that could manage it, you're at the top of my
I
list.
agree with that, but I do feel that you should probably complete your PhD. I'm going to sound very parental now. Complete the PhD first, Mary.
Yeah, but you're bored of the PhD. Give that up.
know.
Suck it
Focus. Imagine how much money you could make if you get a bearded dragon that can play a
That's
piano.
true,
True.
actually. You could buy all the doctorates in the world that you
Yeah,
wanted.
you're right.
I feel
yeah.
like I'd need some sort of producing credit.
So exploitative.
Yep. Well, men exploiting women.
Oh,
Just
wow.
Continuing
Bring it back.
historic
Historical.
traditions.
We love to see it. You know, gay men should be allowed to exploit gay women too.
I agree.
It's only fair.
Only
Only
fair.
fair.
It's 2022, for heaven's sake.
Absolutely. Equal rights and all of that nonsense.
Yeah.
Speaking of nonsense, this might be a strange segue.
Yeah.
This is always a bit, I guess, where I think it's a bit more secret. What's the word I'm trying to say?
Secret. She's just told us she pees in the shower. I feel like that's a secret.
I think I was going to say sad, but it doesn't have to be sad. But what do you worry is or feel is mediocre about you?
Yeah, actually, when I was thinking about this question, I was proper like put me in a bit of a spiral. So thanks, guys, really
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it.
We like to really like throw people off their game.
So what's
Make them
mediocre
question
about
their
me?
existence.
Yeah. Is everything mediocre about me? I don't know. You know, I even asked a friend about this, and she was just like, am I interesting? Like, am I mediocre? I don't know. She's like, you're interesting. Like, you have a pet lizard, and I was like, that's really not making me feel better at all. I'm just like a person who impulsively bought a lizard just to make sure I was interesting in like some sense. So one thing I will admit is mediocre about me. I'm definitely the type of person who like hoards or like collects hobbies. Like I just get bored and then like instinctively like I want to learn everything about like brewing kombucha, and then I'll learn how to do it. And then as long as I pass that minimum bar of like I've technically done it, I get bored and then just drop it. I've done that with so many things. I've done that with kombucha. I've done that with knitting. I've done that with, playing the ukulele. I learned how to do that. Learned a bit of music.
Playing the ukulele.
Oh,
yeah,
Mary, no.
yeah. I learned the four
Are we going to
chords.
get some musical comedy?
That was initially
That
the
was
plan.
the intention, but
But
just
then-
not enough dedication.
No. And then I realised, oh shit, I can't sing either. So that's a slight issue. Although
I
maybe
mean, have you heard some of the musical comedians? You don't need to be able
that's
to
true.
sing.
That's true.
Or be funny.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Shots fired. Pew, pew, pew.
I thought
gone
I was
too
taking
far.
a risk by saying they couldn't sing. No, but loads of them can.
Yes,
No.
and some of them are funny.
But yeah, some of them. Wow, that's very
Getting
big of you,
worse.
Kate.
Yeah, it's really. As the
Admit, there's
opposite
at
of all
least
things that are
one.
funny.
Anyway. Oh my God.
But yeah,
I think that feels like actually the definition of what mediocre is. Like you
Yeah.
feel like you're getting to that bar.
Yeah, especially with knitting patterns. I remember, so I was just like, I learned how to knit, and I was just like, this isn't satisfying that I've completed an itch.
What do you think that is about you though? What is it about your personality that gets you to that point where you get to the bare minimum and then stop?
I feel like my mum's asking me this question.
I do have quite a mother.
Maternal.
I'm so maternal.
Mumsy.
So why do all your feedback from your teachers to say could do better? Why aren't you doing better? I don't know. I feel like I just get like obsessed with. I feel like this is very. Loads of people did this in lockdown, and maybe it's also I just see it going around on TikTok a lot. I just get very obsessed with certain topics, and then I want to do everything about it. And I genuinely feel like it's going to be like a lifelong hobby of mine. Like it's like brewing kombucha
Every time, in
every
that
single
moment.
time, yeah. And like I invested in like gallon glass jars. I invested in like temperature equipment to make sure like the kombucha was being brewed at the right temperature, because otherwise like the yeast culture won't survive as long, and it won't like fizz properly and carbonate in the right way. I was proper investing a lot of time in it, but then as soon as I made like 2 bottles, I'm like, oh, that's like.
So you're like the Elizabeth Taylor of hobbies.
Thank
Completely
you.
getting married and remarried and remarried. How great
yeah.
an experience. This time, this one will last. No.
Very reminiscent of my dating life as well. Thank you.
I feel like it's really important to point out you haven't done this with comedy.
Actually, yeah, I started comedy as a way to massively procrastinate my PhD. I was in a massive slump. I hated it. I really wasn't doing well. And like a lot of other things were like falling apart in my life as well. This is I love how this topic has taken a turn. There were like so many things. Like that's actually, so I got out of a long-term relationship, and then I realized I was gay, and then like
You're in a relationship with a
Matt, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So like we were together for like 2.5 years. We were about to move in together as well. And then it was just like, it's like loads of things were falling apart around me. And then my dad died as well. It was like within a space of like 9 months or something. And then I was just like, I need something good to like latch onto. And I feel like when so many different parts of your life fall apart, actually going on stage and subjecting yourself to ridicule doesn't actually seem that bad.
But like comedy was the good thing that you Christ.
Oh, but I know that whole stand-up as therapy is a cliche, but it's a true one though, isn't it? 'Cause it does.
Yeah.
I found that it's helped me make sense of the different strands of my chaotic life and chaotic existence, and actually start to put together. And I guess there isn't really a narrative, is there? But it is, you are creating a narrative, and it does help you give a shape to things. So
like,
it's really...
you know that kind of people say kids who are bullied. It's just like if you bully yourself first and like turn it into a joke, then like people can't weaponize it against you. Maybe it was like a bit of that.
Yeah.
It's just like I need to weaponize my own life failings, so like I'm in control of it almost. This is great, isn't it? Love this.
Apart from obviously the loss of your father, I like to think of that period in your life as falling together, not falling apart. Because
Kate, that's beautiful.
That's nice, yeah.
Love it. I
don't know that Mary, but I only know this Mary. But you seem to be.
I'm going to put that on my Hinge profile. I'm not falling apart. I'm falling together.
And I'm going to get a job writing Hallmark cards. Copyright Kate Dale, coming to a Hallmark card near you.
Yeah, no, that's going to be a
anytime
tagline.
soon.
Yeah.
I could write for Hallmark cards.
What's it called? Is it an epi? So what's it called when like you have like on the words on your tombstone?
Epitaph.
Epitaph.
Yes.
Life not falling apart.
Ironically, though, once you're buried, then your body will very much be falling apart.
I'll be falling together with the earth. Thank you very much.
Well, on that wonderful note, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Unpacking some of your trauma
Yeah,
and then
love it.
talking about.
And then I've created more.
Yeah. Amazing. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Merry M Comedy. I'm that on TikTok and also Instagram. That's
And
where
you're
I am.
gigging all over London?
Yeah, all over London, just anywhere that'll have me. So, that's
amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much. I've enjoyed it.
Good. You were actually, like, I was really worried. I was like, I'm going to feel really stupid. And I did feel stupid, but I felt welcome. So it's fine.
Very
what I
worried
aim to
about
do.
where that was going then.
That's how I like to treat the
The basics.
Yeah.
I get it. And now I'm gonna go home and pee in the shower.
Well, yeah.
While cleaning
Good.
your teeth.
And you're going to think of me.
I'm not gonna
You know, when my
I've got
sister...
an electric toothbrush. Can
When
I
my
use that in the
sister was
shower?
little, all of us were little, we had a separate toilet for the bathroom, the first house, and my dad was peeing, and my sister was brushing her teeth, and she wandered in and just saw a stream of water, so just stuck a toothbrush under.
Oh,
What?
did you then put it in her mouth?
No, he stopped her. Yeah, no.
God.
Where was your dad peeing?
In the
sink?
in the toilet. We had a separate, it was an old house, we had a separate loo and bathroom, so she wandered through from the bathroom to the toilet. You know,
And then put her toothbrush...
under his pee, because it was peeing.
But he was peeing in the toilet. Why would she have put her toothbrush in the...
No, but
How tall is your dad?
he was over 6'4". She was like
Okay.
2.
Oh,
three.
okay,
Very
right,
small.
right,
Okay,
fine.
okay, right.
I think
She
I was
wasn't
thinking-
15, that would have been odd.
Well, What a note. Thanks for listening and watching. We'll see you again soon. You can catch me on Instagram at Mr. David Ian.
You can catch me before my family throw me out at Katie S. Dale.
And we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Mediocre Gay, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please subscribe and give us a 5-star rating. It helps other people find the show.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Mediocre Gay Pod or share your mediocre secrets with us on mediocregaypod@gmail.com.